Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms and talk to me because I talk back. Also down there as well as the links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Now with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about the NFL Conference Championship game. We're talking playoffs, all right? Listen, again, Jets fans, we're hurting a little bit right now, but again, our future, our time is coming. That time when we're going to be in these conference championships games, where we're going to be fighting to push on for a Super Bowl, that time is coming. We're building right now. Zach Wilson's on the roster. Our time is coming, okay? Don't trip. You'll see a lot of green coming soon, but right now, I got to focus on the teams that are there. These teams are trying to push to get to the Super Bowl, so I want to talk about these matchups. So, first game I want to cover, Bengals at Chiefs. Whoo, let me tell you something. These two teams are something else, all right, coming out the AFC. I'm going to start with the Chiefs first. All right, the Chiefs just came off a spectacular game against the Bills. Let me tell you, that's one of the best NFL games I think I've ever watched, all right? They beat the Bills 42-36. It was fireworks constantly, and the ending was just unbelievable, right? So now you look at the Chiefs this week. They're matched up against the Bengals, just a very tough football team coming out of AFC North. They're a young team with a lot of players that's really putting on now. The first thing I think about when I look at the Chiefs in this matchup is I say to myself, can the Chiefs defense step up against the Bengals? Can you do that, please? All right, like we've seen them get cooked during the season. We've seen them get cooked in the playoffs as well. This pass rush, Chris Jones, Frank Clark, you guys have got to get after Joe Burrow because if you don't, I'm telling you, this dude's going to pick you apart. Like Joe Burrow is one of the best young quarterbacks in this league. If you don't put any pressure on him, if you don't get to this guy, if you don't hurry him, he's just going to dissect you. He does it on a weekly basis. He's going to find guys that are going to be out there. He's going to find his targets. You know what I'm saying? He's going to find his tight end. He's going to find Jamar Chase. He's going to find all the weapons that the Bengals have. You must get after him. Now, if you look at the Chiefs' defense right now as well, they're dealing with the injury of Tyrann Mathieu. Of course, he's dealing with a concussion. He has been, practicing, so it's looking like he's going to be on his road to coming back. Look like he's going to be fine. Also, Snead and Ward, the two cornerbacks from the Chiefs, they're going to be tested this week. As I spoke about just a second ago, you got Jamar Chase coming at you full steam. You better be prepared to have a game plan to try to stop this guy because we've seen him light teams up all year long. Now, you look at the Bengals side of the ball, and I say to myself, hey, can Joe Mixon get some carries this week to really affect the time of possession? Can the Bengals dominate the time of possession and keep that Chiefs offense off the field? The Chiefs are so explosive offensively. It's unbelievable. We saw them just put up a ton of points. We saw them put themselves in scoring range to get a field goal to keep themselves, to go into overtime against the Bills. Like we've seen these things come out of them. It's unbelievable some of the things they can do offensively. And I think, again, one of the best ways to beat them is to dominate the time of possession, run the ball extremely hard, especially against their weak defense, and keep Mahomes and all those guys off the field so they do not affect the game. And I'm hoping that the Bengals will be able to do that this week. Also, CJ Uzomah, let me tell you something. This guy, this tight end for the Bengals, I think he's going to have some favorable matchups here against these Chiefs linebackers, especially when they get into the red zone. He's a big body guy that can go up and get the football. I think Joe Burrow is going to find him early and often. Trey Hendrickson, defensively, I need him to get after Mahomes, get some pass rush after this guy. We've seen that when you put Mahomes under pressure, we saw it with the Bucks, things can kind of ease up a little bit for you, with their offense. So I'm hoping Trey Hendrickson can really get after him to really affect the game. Also, Bailey, Pratt, Wilson, those are all the Bengals linebackers. You're about to have your hands full with Travis Kelce. You better be prepared. Travis Kelce, big tight end. This dude can make plays. He catches the ball. He'll get going too. He can run like the wind. I mean, it's crazy. You guys better be prepared for him because I'm telling you something. He's going to handle business, all right? So with that said, I think this is going to be a really, really good game. I think it's going to be fairly high scoring. When we talk about high scoring stuff, it's just tough for me to go against the Chiefs. So I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Cincinnati Bengals 37-30. 37-30, I'm taking the Chiefs. I just think, man, this Chiefs team is, they're punching their ticket. I think they're definitely going to be in the Super Bowl this year. So again, I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Next game I want to cover, 49ers at Rams. Oh yes, it's time to talk about this. Listen, 49ers, first thing I'm thinking when I look at them is I say, hey, Jimmy G, I need you to play better, player. Like, come on, man. I need you to play a little bit better. You know, last week I can think against the Packers, he was like 11-19 or something like that. He threw an interception. Like, come on, Jimmy G. I need more out of you, player. I need you to step up, okay? Because let me tell you something. The Rams got some defensive dudes. They got some dogs over there, all right? They got some defensive dogs. You throw something crazy up, Patrick Ramsey is going to pick that off and take it back to the house. All right? I'm just letting you know what time it is, okay? And also, the Niners offense is dealing with some injuries as well up front. Trent Williams dealing with an ankle injury. He's questionable. I think he'll end up playing, but you got to wonder how much that ankle injury is going to hinder him. Let me tell you something. If he's hindered the slightest bit, Von Miller, Aaron Donald, those guys are going to be coming at you full steam. If you can't get them blocked, boy, oh boy. But I'll tell you what, Trent Williams is one of the best tackles, if not the best tackle in the game. So, you know, I don't really fret when it comes up to him. Then you also look at the Niners running game, which is extremely important for them. They're a run-first offense. Mitchell, their starting running back at this time, he's dealing with the ankle injury, or excuse me, he's dealing with a knee injury. It's looking like he probably won't play. He's questionable right now. So it's looking like they're going to go to Hasty. Now, the big thing about the Niners is they have a myriad of no-name running backs that they can run the football effectively with. So I don't know if that really affects them as it would, you know, some other team that really is only one back focused. The Niners just run with everybody. So Hasty might be the guy that actually get to start and get to running. So we'll see. Now you look at the Rams side of the football. They're getting Whitworth back. He's coming back this week. Full week of practice for him, which is big for their offensive line. And then you look at, you know, when you look at their offense this week, my big question for them is, can you keep Stafford upright? If you can keep the Niners pass rush at bay just a bit, Bosa and all the boys that they send at you, if you can keep them at bay, I think Stafford is really going to be able to make some plays. Cooper Kupp, unbelievable. I think he'll be able to find Higbee. OBJ has been making plays. This offense has been clicking here and there, all right? So I need you to just keep the pass rush off of Stafford and then let everything else work itself out. So with that said, I'm going with a shocker here. I'm going to take the 49ers to beat the Rams. I know everybody's shocked. I'm picking this. I'm taking the 49ers to beat the Rams 24-21. 24-21, I am taking the San Francisco 49ers to beat the Los Angeles Rams. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about these picks? What are your picks for the conference championship games? What are your thoughts about the games coming up? Comment down below. Let's go back and forth. You folks have a good one. Peace.